Hello everyone, my name is Ronke. Thank you so much once again for tuning in. Today I'm going to be talking about how bloggers can work with brands. So it's part 2 of 2. In an earlier video I talked about how brands can work with bloggers and build successful blogging relationships. And in this video I just really want to quickly touch on how a blogger can work with brands. I know there's a lot of pressure sometimes, or it can feel like there's a lot of pressure from brands when they're always constantly sending messages or requests for content on your blog and sending you press releases. But I just want to remind you that obviously you control your narrative. This is your platform. We know that. But what I want to say is, if you're looking to work with PRs or brands, or you want to get some more content, you want to get opportunities, sponsored posts, you also have to play your part in building that relationship. So I guess the first point is just to be a bit open to listening, open to how you can work with a brand, open to ideas. Now by ideas, I mean literally hear what they have to say, and you kind of can do a little bit of a back and forth, see what works for you. In my opinion, there's no pressure. I feel like even in from my perspective, I don't mind it when a blogger receives a press release from me and says, okay, this is what I have planned for the year, or ask me more questions. What's the budget for your client? What other opportunities are there to work together? There's lots of things you can ask, but it's about just being open to ideas and open to engagement. So having that communication, it really, really does help in building a relationship with a PR agency and with a brand. And I guess the next point as well is to take time. PR agencies and brands don't always have budget immediately. They will have some budget, but they might not have a budget immediately. I think sometimes bloggers might immediately send a rates card. That's fine. I respect that. I get it. You're funding your blog. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. What I'm saying is just take the time to figure out what your strategy is behind that. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. So, for example, if somebody sends you a press release, you can send that rates card, but just be open to saying, well, you'd also be willing to review. Again, some bloggers charge for reviews, but just have a bit of flexibility to build that relationship with a PR or the brand itself, if the brand is approaching you directly. And I guess finally, it's about having mutual respect. I always like to say I like the bloggers who take the time to just keep in touch, and just, I don't know, ask me how I'm doing, ask me how my day's been. No, I'm joking. Follow me on social media. All of those things. I think building that relationship, taking the time to develop mutual respect, eventually sows a seed which will eventually reap an amazing harvest. Okay, not everything can happen immediately, but I think if you take your time, work with PR agencies and brands, you can build a successful blog. But I think you have to just do a little bit of a dance, I suppose. But remember, I'm all for you guys. I'm all for bloggers. I'm all for blogging. This is your platform. It's your narrative. You control it. So you do whatever you feel is comfortable. I've given you some tips and advice on how you can work with a PR agency. I hope you use them. Keep in touch.